What are we doing? Come on. Come on.
Y'all want to see a dog? Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Get in the video, Bubba. Look. What's going on, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning in. So, as you guys could probably tell from the title, we're doing a little Q&A on this fine Friday. And I'm here with my boy Josh. This guy...
Puppy got out.
Uh-oh.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
This Josh, this is the boy. He has seen me grow a lot with the Lord here recently, and he's been there through definitely some ups and downs. So yeah, clap it up for Josh, clap it up for the boy. So, but yeah, he's gonna be reading the questions. You guys definitely delivered. I put a message out on Instagram and Snapchat and was like, you know, we're doing this Q&A, submit your questions, and like I said, y'all definitely delivered. We got some good ones here. So he's gonna be reading them off. I'm gonna be answering. So let's get into it.
I don't ever do things on things like this as far as like social media and like videos and stuff. So this is like all new to me. So if I look like an idiot on camera, it's because I am. But first question you had was, what made you want to pursue rap?
First of all, I want to talk about the vision. I had a vision from the Lord one night, and I am going to make this a separate video. But just to kind of give you guys a brief overview of what that looked like, I was laying in bed, and I had woke up, and I remember not being able to move. And, you know, I'd struggled with sleep paralysis before, but every time that I had sleep paralysis, I was really anxious and scared in those times of those episodes. And I knew that it was different because I was calm in the situation, and I knew that something, you know, was watching over me and I was okay. And once that kind of happened and I was laying there, I was like, all right, the only thing I can do is move my eyes. So I'm gonna shut my eyelids and just try to go back to sleep. I did, but before like I completely fell out, I remember just feeling like I'm falling. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this or not, but I know back when I was a kid, I'd be laying on the couch or something and I'd turn over, and whenever I turned over, I felt like I fell off a cliff. It was kind of like that. That's the only way that I really know how to describe it, but all I remember is feeling like I fell through my own body, then I fell through my bed, fell through the floor, fell through the ground, and just kept falling. And right at that instant, after I got done with that feeling, I just remember being on a stage with a microphone. And at the time of this happening, I didn't know that music was going to be, you know, a part of my life. I knew that it was something that I had pursued back in the day, but I didn't know it was something that I was supposed to pursue again. All I knew that I was on a stage with a microphone talking, and that was it. So I was like, well, this is cool. I look out into the crowd of people that are watching me, and there's people getting baptized in this crowd. So the next night, or the next day after I woke up after that night, I was like, I need to figure out what I was doing on the stage. And I tried different things. I tried getting into preaching, I tried comedy, and just a couple other things. And after all of that, I was like, I'm done. I'm just going to give up. Well, my buddy Tyler, shout out T-San, we had sat down and talked about it. He was like, I mean, is there anything in your past life that you tried to do that, you know, had to do with a microphone and a stage that you just kind of put away and never thought about doing again? And then we started talking about music, and it was really cliche because, you know, he was working on an album at the time and he had been doing music for a little bit, and I struggled with him. I just saying this because he's a musician, or like, is this really something that's for me? And you know, he had told me, he was like, I mean, if this is something you feel like you're called to do, you need to at least give it a shot. And, you know, we got in the studio a couple nights after that. We made my first song, Emotion, and it was like, I knew that that was what I was supposed to do. So that's how I knew that I was supposed to pursue it. So,
dude, it's crazy how the Lord speaks to us in like dreams and visions and stuff like that. What aspect of life do you think you've grown most in since you started pursuing the Lord? Which I think is kind of in turn goes with like when you started rapping too. Honestly, it was right around the same time ish.
Yeah. I feel like, and especially like in this most recent season that I've been going through, like just dying to my flesh, you know, and having a lot of self-discipline. I've definitely grown in that aspect as to looking at not what Blake wants, but what does the Lord want, and just kind of really pursuing that. And it's been fulfilling, chasing what he wants me to chase and doing what he wants me to do rather than what I want to do. And what I mean by that is it's more fulfilling to pursue what he wants rather than what you want. You think if you pursue what you want, you're going to be filled in that. You're like, oh, I'm getting what I want. This is going to fill me. Little did you know, that's not the case. You are going to hurt yourself if you do that, rather than pursuing the Father and really getting filled with what you're supposed to be filled with. And that's something that I've had to learn. So
off the questions things here, do you feel like the people, I don't know, just like the people around you are more, I don't know, more genuine, or like the people around you, like as opposed, like when you weren't following the Lord, like your inner circle and like outer circle, or like what does it look differently as opposed to like before you're following the Lord to now?
Yeah,
it's like off the cuff.
no, I like it. I definitely see a difference in the people that are around me. Not just like, obviously, there's different people around me, but in like how they are, like you were saying, the genuineness, definitely. I mean, I feel like there was fake people that were around me whenever I wasn't pursuing the Lord. I feel like they were just there for different reasons. But I know that the brotherhood that I have now, and the people that are actually there to support me are not there for a underlying reason. They're there because they actually care about me. I feel like even like not talking about like fakeness and whatnot, but like the people that are around me now, they want what's best for me, and they genuinely care about my well-being. People before, like I really stepped into an identity of Christ and started to pursue him and whatnot, they cared, but they didn't really care, if that makes sense. It's like they were like, oh yeah, I hope Blake's all right, but they wouldn't call and check in. They wouldn't be like, hey bro, are you still struggling with this or that or whatnot? And they didn't really have that genuineness to them, so that's kind of the difference.
Yeah. What if you only had to listen to one artist the rest of your life, who would it be?
That's a good one, bro. Whoever said that's a good question. Obviously, I'm a huge NF fan. And here recently, he's been doing a lot more like diverse stuff. So if I had to go with one artist, it would definitely probably have to be him. So,
what's your favorite comfort show?
My favorite comfort show. So
if you're about to binge it out, or like you had a alone night, and you're like, I'm just gonna hang out by myself and eat popcorn.
And just binge watch.
And just go for like 2 hours straight, or whatever binging looks like for people.
So
some people watch all day.
I grew up. Obviously, I grew up in like the 2007, 8, 9, 10 era. I was born in 2000, so that's like when I was like prime childhood. And there was a tie between two shows that I would just like really love, and I still watch them to this day because I'm just like afraid to change, I guess. But it's gonna be a tie between two shows, and that's The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which is a classic, and then Drake and Josh.
Boy, if you don't get
that, dude, I know. Look, here's the thing. Y'all are probably expecting me to say like some like Forensic Files or like some like big show like that, but I do not watch. I'm not a Netflix guy. I'm not a Hulu guy. I don't have a subscription to either one of them. I don't watch shows. But whenever it comes to the classics like that, I'm a sucker. Like that's what it is.
It's not The Office, not Game of Thrones.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like people expect that, and that's just not where I'm at. But yes, if I had to binge watch a show for like a night or so, it would be The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or Drake and Josh or Happy Days. Shout out Happy Days. If you know what Happy Days is, you're a real one. But yeah.
What's the song go like?
these days are These days are
That was all the questions that I had here. Oh wait, hold up. What's your favorite part about making music?
Oh yeah, bro. I'm glad we put this one in. So here recently I've been producing. A lot of y'all don't know this, but I've been really trying to like make my own beats and like dabble in that because I want to like master the whole craft, not just one side, which would be, you know, making the rhymes and lyrics and whatnot. So here recently, my favorite part has been, you know, producing and making, you know, the actual instrumentals of the beats. But before that, it was really wordplay, you know, like figuring out how I could, you know, adjust certain words to make them fit and like, you know, expand my vocabulary by like studying, you know, different words and whatnot, and like the dictionary and diving into that and everything. And that was really kind of like what I got into before I started getting into like making beats and whatnot. But now that I've actually like purchased a MIDI controller, shout out MIDI controllers if you know what those are. I'm probably talking over people's heads now, but like making beats has been most recently been like my favorite part of the music making process. So. But yeah, that was kind of it. I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up and call it good here. But we appreciate y'all tuning in. My new single, Prayed for This, has been out for a little bit. If you haven't checked it out, you're sleeping, all right? And I don't appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? But definitely go check out Pray for This. If you haven't, it's out on all platforms. You can go check it out right now. Also, since you're here on the YouTube channel, you might as well check out all the other videos that I posted. We went to an NF concert not too long ago. So if you don't know who Corbin is, you can go meet Corbin in that video. But until next time, y'all, I'm out.
Shout out to the pillows that we've been hugging the whole time.
Yes, hurts, huh? Gotta have that cuddle, buddy, you know what I mean? That's a thumbnail. We're out.
I swear I prayed for this. I done came too far, can't miss. To my chances, you cover my wrist. And bless me, that's why I know a legit. Ooh, I know